Hi, welcome back to Rebecca's Travels. Today I'm going to be doing a New York versus Dublin city comparison video. So let's jump right into it. Both cities are absolutely beautiful. Dublin Castle is absolutely amazing to see. Also, both cities are absolutely incredible to shop. There's the largest department store in New York called Macy's, and it's probably about 12 floors high, and you can literally get everything there, from furniture to clothes, handbags, makeup. I remember getting a makeup bag from there, and it was absolutely fantastic. My mother at the time, she brought a bag, and it was absolutely incredible, amazing. But Dublin is also has got lots of shops. Obviously Dublin's not as large as nowhere near as large as New York, but again, both places I've got some fantastic museums, and again, lots to see. There's Temple Bar and the Dublin Bridge, and there's also the Liffey, that river that runs through Dublin, and that's really nice to see as well. Again, both places have brilliant transport systems. There's lots of local buses and taxis, and like city buses, city tour buses that take you all around. Basically Dublin, and the same for New York. Again, there's lots of taxi cabs, yellow taxis in New York. There's also a railway station at New York, and obviously both Dublin and New York City have ferry ports and airports. So again, there's lots of different ways to get there. You can go on cruises. Basically to New York and other places, also coach tours, or fly drive in America. There's absolutely a ton of things that you can do. Also in Dublin and New York, there's lots of hotels, apartments, hostels, like cheap motels in America, and they range basically for the hotels or accommodation from budget to luxury, high end. Again, it really depends on whereabouts you are based. I've been to the North Star Hotel, which was near the railway station in Dublin, and that's a very nice hotel, and the food and breakfasts were excellent there. Also I think Marriott Liffey 4-star hotel just outside Dublin, that is absolutely fantastic as well. it's the hotel that I stayed in New York. It was at the time because called the 4-star Durrell Park, but the hotel's changed its name, but it's still a 4-star hotel. And yes, it was absolutely amazing. Dublin is more expensive to go out than in general than what America is, or just generally to go shopping, either to supermarkets or cafes or restaurants, or hotels, for instance. And accommodation in general. America is a lot cheaper. It's just the flight getting over to America that is expensive. But while you're at America, you can get some really cheap sidewalk cafes, all that you want, and you pay a certain price, and it's just amazing. So I understand why a lot of people do eat out a lot, especially in America. Again, both countries have fast food restaurants, but generally Dublin is more expensive when you get there than what New York is generally. Another fantastic thing place where is the Trinity College. That's amazing to see in Dublin. Also the Viking Museum, I would definitely recommend that. That is absolutely fantastic. So, and it's an amazing experience. The actors were brilliant at the time. It was just amazing. As for America, there's some incredible places, lots of places to see, whether you want a market from the Bronx, and you can also get a market also in Dublin as well. But again, there's lots of things to see and do again in both countries. So yes, both countries in my opinion are very exciting. But I would definitely recommend both countries. But while you get there, I don't think you can beat New York for its value, because once you order a drink, tea or coffee in the cafes, they keep filling it up, and that's just amazing. So basically you can drink as many cups of coffee as you wish when you go into cafes. So it's just amazing. Again, in both countries, both people are friendly and helpful. And again, there's a range of transport again in both countries. So yes, I would definitely recommend both countries. Again, if you're more of a castle person, then I would recommend Dublin because of the Dublin Castle and Gardens. Again, if you want, say, Broadway, say you're watching a lot of like theatres at night, they do have a theatres in Dublin, but it's more prominent in New York City. And while both countries have got pubs, bars and nightclubs at night, obviously New York has a lot more. But and a lot more to choose from because it's a lot larger. But again, portion sizes in America tend to be huge as well, and you get brilliant value for money. It is cheaper obviously to get to Dublin. All you need to go is on a ferry, so you can either go by car and boat or coach, or you can fly to Dublin. Obviously you have to go by plane to America, but you can take, say, a cruise, or you can tour around different places in America once you've got to New York. But again, it's absolutely amazing, both places. But again, both places can be busy because they're both cities. New York's obviously, because it's larger, busier than Dublin, but Dublin can still be very busy. That's what I will say. That's what, again, they do have in common. Obviously, if you say want more shops to go to, and basically looking at New York skyline, for instance, then obviously different sites, then obviously New York would then be better for you. But if you don't like busy places, hectic places, then both countries are not going to be for you, really, because cities in general are busy. It doesn't matter which city in the world you're going to go to, it is going to be busy. But if you want, say, more quietness, then you probably be better to opt for, say, a hotel on the outskirts of, say, or accommodation on the outskirts of New York City, or on the outskirts of Dublin. But to get into the city, you would probably have to take a bus, train and subway to get into the city centre. So it could again end up costing you more in the long run, because you need to, well, if you did want to go into the city, then it would cost you more that way. But accommodation prices vary in both countries, whether you're near the city centre or on the outskirts. On the outskirts, generally cheaper, but then you would have to get transport into the city. But I would definitely recommend both places for different reasons. As for weather-wise, in Ireland it does generally rain a lot in the winter and the summer. In New York, again, when it rains, it absolutely downpours, and it comes big time. But that is just generally, from my experience in America, it just downpours. But again, you probably might have again some sunny days in Dublin, warm sunny days in Dublin in the summertime, and again New York is, well, in the summertime it can get hot, but at night or in the afternoon it can absolutely downpour. Again, humidity is not too bad in New York, not compared to Florida anyway, which is a lot further south of America. But yes, it really depends. But on the other hand, New York can absolutely be freezing. It's said to be cold, with snow in the winter. So it really just depends what time of year you're going. To be fair, obviously out of season is cheaper than in season, but out of season you may not get the weather, but you just have to take pot luck really. Best thing to do weather wise is Google it, say 7 days before, and it'll give you some idea of what to take with you when you go. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and share and comment, and I'll see you in my next travel video, which is going to be New York versus Orlando in North America. So thank you to all you subscribers. I love you, and thank you for watching. Please keep watching, and I'll see you in my next video, which is going to be Sunday. Thank you. Bye.